Mike King Biz, the premier business media brand covering and connecting Central Virginia. It's home to Mike King Biz Radio, producer of On the Mic with Mike RVA, which airs on ESPN Richmond 106.1 FM, The Choice 105.3 FM, and worldwide on IBGR.network. Follow Mike King Biz for the best business-ish content in RV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike. We are the premier business radio program around. I'm your host, Mike King. Appreciate you being here with me. We're at Bryan and Stratton. This is Chesterfield College right here. On the Mic with Mike every morning, 5 to 7 a.m. We got a special guest. Now, the lady is new to her business. Is just about opening up. Alrighty, so as I always say, it's a business radio show, so tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Barbara Bryan, and I am a member of Anderson Hospitality, LLC, where I am partners with my brothers, Keith Anderson and Tony Anderson, and we have a hospitality business. However, we also own a restaurant.
Okay.
Our restaurant is called LBJ's Soul Food Fusion. It's located at 6403 Iron Gate Shopping Center.
Were you at another location before?
I definitely was.
Where were you at?
I was at Jeff Davis Highway.
I used to go there. So you know a friend of mine, Chef Michelle Wilson.
I definitely do.
All right,
Chef Michelle.
That's my partner.
Yes.
That's my mentor.
She's a sweetie
yes. All right, and so
Mama Michelle, of
we used
course.
to go to your place.
Yes, and she supported me a lot. She came in and patronized my business a lot. Michelle is a sweetheart.
When you said the name, I started thinking.
Yes, we closed in November.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course after the pandemic we closed our dining. I don't know if you remember, we had a buffet every day.
I'm gonna see. I can't say what I used to get because sometimes people may think it's a little bit scandalous.
And what you get? I'm gonna ask the question.
I was getting a pig feet.
Exactly.
And yes, it did taste like my mother.
Another one of my best sellers.
Yes, it was. And yes, it was. I used to sit at the little table
turkey
on
wings,
the side.
Turkey wings and pig feet and liver and onions.
Alrighty.
Bestseller.
That is bestseller. So you guys came in after someone else had been there, didn't you?
Yes, so my former business partner is Traditions out of Petersburg.
Okay, that was the connection. I knew it was some connection. All right.
Yes.
So now you're going out, you're striking out, getting the brick and mortar once again.
Mm-hmm.
All righty, let's talk about making that dream come true.
Yes.
Now you just, when they asked you how it was, you was like, woo.
So yes, because when I decided or made the decision that we needed to move to a bigger space, because when we were on Jeff Davis Highway, of course, once the pandemic hit, we were so small we never were able to open back up.
Okay.
So we were doing just takeout, and I never opened to be a takeout restaurant.
Because you guys had the feel.
Yeah.
It's the homie feel.
It was the homie feel, and we want to get that back.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to add to it because, at the other restaurant, we never had alcohol. We will have a full bar now.
Okay.
We want to incorporate community activities, things that are fun. We're not trying to become the next nightclub in Richmond because the facility I have has that potential, but that's not my goal. I never wanted that. That's why I never got alcohol on Jeff Davis. I wanted to establish my food first. And so we'll have things like paint nights and live jazz, things like that to appeal to us.
So when's the target date to be open?
The target currently is December.
Okay.
Like I said, this build out has been a little rough, getting supplies and things. The supply chain has affected lots. I've been waiting on a hood for some months now, praying that it'll be here next month. But those are the things that we're running into, just little delays with the construction project.
So now we do talk to restaurateurs, people out there in the industry. How has the catering side helped you survive during?
So, the catering piece is important. Actually, once I closed in November, I kind of went on a sabbatical. I needed it. The pandemic was really hard. We lost a few close customers to the pandemic and lost a lot of employees, of course. I think when I closed, I had 4 employees. And I was still doing full service numbers. So, it was just a lot. So I sat down for a minute So now that I'm getting back into stride, I will be doing catering. I took a sabbatical where I left the city.
Okay.
So I was out of the city for 7 months, and I'm just getting back now, and I've had a catering event every weekend since I've been back.
Have you noticed a different business environment since you come back?
In which sense?
Is it business as usual? Before, back in the day, you don't want to sound like a person. Back in the day, it's a different business environment
it's totally
now.
different. Yeah, no, it's not business as usual. Nothing's usual.
No.
The world is different. Everything's different. Business is different. The biggest hurdle I think that I have to face is getting employees and getting a good staff.
Oh, here we go with that one. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one, and it's a scary thing to face. However, I am a faithful woman, and I know that what God has for me is for me.
One of the things I always talk to people about is culture. Mm-hmm. Now, when I used to go to your place, I used to see, I would just slide in and go, and there's a little table, once you go in, there's a little table right to the left.
Okay.
A little little
in the corner.
And that was my spot. It was the feel of the place.
Yes, and that's how my parents would be in there a lot. If you know, my parents are still with me. They're 79 and 80 years old.
Congratulations.
And they would be in the restaurant every day. On Sundays, they'd be walking around talking to every table. And that's the kind of feel that I want. That's how I grew up. We ate Sunday dinner we ate dinner every night together.
But it was Sunday was different.
Sunday was different. Just the meal plan was different. But still, I had 3 brothers. It was a family of 6. My mom and dad. My mom and pop sat here. 2 of my brother and myself, and 2 of my other brothers at the other end. And that's how we ate every night.
There you go.
So it's just something that's been instilled, and kind of I want to continue to do in my business because that's how we are.
Well, you know what? You're a friend of the program, and when you're open, but make sure you come back. You'll see me around, and when you got news, to let us know.
Yeah, I definitely will, and thank you for interviewing me.
Alrighty, so how can people find you and or is it's not time yet?
It's not time yet.
How about catering jobs? You still looking or don't know? No, don't start.
I'm not gonna do that.
Like they say, don't start none.
Won't be none.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, we are keeping this on the up and up.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we'd like to thank you for coming on. Alrighty,
sure,
take care.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at Bryan & Stratton. This is the Chamber Open House. Cool facility. Alrighty, so we got some new friends in the house. On the mic with Mike, we always say, it's a business show. Tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Erin Meadows Davis. I am the Grassroots Engagement Director for Americans for Prosperity.
Alrighty, and what type of organization is that?
We are a non-for-profit organization that works to change the viewpoints, the paradigms of issues that are happening in our community. Right now, we are looking at ways to help individuals at the local level when it comes to healthcare, criminal justice reform, education, things that impact us every day. Especially right now when it comes to inflation. All of our money is just going to so many different things that we can't take care of ourselves. We have to pick and choose. So right now we're working on educating the public on how they can help each other.
And how can people find you out there?
They can go to americansforprosperity.org as well as Stand Together. You can also find me on Facebook. You can find me on all kinds of different things. But if anyone's interested, I am hosting an event next Wednesday.
All right, tell us next Wednesday. Where is it going to be?
August 24th at 6:30 at Bistro 804. We are having what we call a wine and unwind. All the food costs, all the drink costs is on me, so you can come and attend for. I know it's for free, right? You can order whatever you want. It's going to be great. But we're going to talk about the importance of building a network and resources in your community to help one another.
That's what we're all about, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? That's what this program is on the mic with Mike, Americans for Prosperity, Virginia. Aaron, I'd like to thank you one last time. How can people find you?
You can also email me at emeadors, so that's EMEADORS at afphq.org.
There we go. On the mic with Mike, we bring the best and the brightest to you. On the mic, Mike King Biz back here. We are at Bryan & Stratton. This is Chamber. This is the Chamber business event for the Chesterfield Chamber. Well, there's no other chamber, really. You know what? Sometimes you're walking around and you bump into old friends. And we got Noble Fitness is in the building. It has been a minute.
Yeah, it's definitely been a minute.
It has been A year?
Yeah, roughly right around the pandemic.
Because you got the inspiring story. Or I always say it's a business show. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Tatwan Williams. I'm the owner of Noble Fitness Training LLC, located in Richmond, Virginia.
All right, now you got a story. Yeah, and you know the one good part about this, really quick. No, that's the real short version that you gave us. Let's talk about. So you experienced a lot of big time weight loss.
Yes.
Alrighty, and you looked like Mr. Fit now.
Oh, no. Thank you, I appreciate that.
But you put that together with the mental state too.
Yes.
All right, let our listeners know.
Hey guys, I was able to lose 130 pounds in 18 months. I used to weigh 300, and I got to a place where I didn't really recognize myself. And one morning I woke up, had a 5X shirt on, looked in the mirror, I just couldn't take it anymore. So I decided to make a change, and 18 months later I was able to lose the weight and just change my mind state from just seeing food and eating it every time I seen it. I just wanted to be better.
Alrighty, and where are you located at?
I'm located inside of Gridiron Gym, located on 221 East German School Road, Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, you're right around the corner from NBC 12.
Yep,
right around the corner.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's talk about you survived the pandemic. Let's talk about where you are. What did you learn coming through the pandemic?
What I learned coming through the pandemic is that a lot of people sat at home and just started to eat and used the pandemic as an excuse to just kind of not do things. But we always talk about time, right? That was ample time for you to maybe try something, do something different. So one of those things was just being able to run the business as well through the pandemic, to offer online services and things like that to help others become healthy.
Alrighty, on the mic with Mike, how can people find you out there?
You can find me at noblefitnesstraining.com. You can also find me on Instagram at Noble Fitness Training. You can also find me on Facebook at Noble Fitness Training.
All right, preacher, on the mic with Mike, Mr. Noble will be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the mic with Mike King here, Ty Davis, Ravi Patel. Gentlemen, welcome.
Good to see you.
It is good to see you. All right, so where are we at today, Ravi?
Brian Stratton College.
All right, so this is Chamber Night Out. Got my man Tad Davis is here, NBC 12 CW's finest. All righty, Tad, how can people find you out there?
All right, find me at Tad Davis at NBC12.com.
That's right, because if anybody needs TV advertising, Tad Davis is the
Glad to
man.
help.
Ravi Patel just opened a new property down there. All right, so Ravi, tell us what's happening down there with you.
So Spring Hill Suites Chester, we got 5,000 square feet of banquet space, we have a full bar, beer, wine, and liquor, and we're ready to take people's reservations.
There you go, on the mic with Mike King here. All the folks out here at Chamber Night Out, we'll talk to you soon. On the mic with Mike, good friend of the program, Dr. Wilson is here. All right, Dr. Wilson. All right, and really quickly tell people who are and what you do.
I'm Dr. Omega Wilson, founder and CEO of the Principals Club, which is a K-12 coaching community where we coach administrators, principals with the Principals Club, one-to-one, executive coaching. We were featured in Forbes recently. Check the article out in Forbes. Also, founder and CEO of Innovative Strategies Consulting, which is also a consulting business for administrators and educators. So
And you are a John Maxwell
I'm on the
disciple.
John Maxwell team. I'm a disciple.
There you
I'm a
are.
disciple.
Dr. Wilson
I'm
here.
John.
All right, one of the favorite deltas out there. All righty, thank you now. Take care.
If you'd like to join us, we're actually having a wine and unwine event next Wednesday, August 24th at 6:30 at Bistro 804. It is absolutely free. I pay for all the food, all the drinks, so you guys can come and join me. You can also go to our website and sign up to join us. So love to see your faces and network with you, as well as build a community with you. Thank you.
Anyone else out there? Oh, by all means. And on the move.
I gotta be obedient. I'm representing my wife, Dr. Darlene Sauls. She is a chiropractor. She's at 587 South Lake, right down the road from the chamber. And if anyone is looking for office space, we have another suite that's available. So give her a call. It's very affordable. Dr. Darlene Sauls, Chiropractic Family Healthcare. Thank you.
Thanks for this opportunity.
You're welcome.
Gary Powers, GaryPowers.com. I've got 2 things going on being announced this week. My 3rd book has just been published, Enemy Territory. Thank you. It's coming out through Lulu. It's self-published. If you're interested, it's a graphic novel on the U2 incident and the truth of what took place. Great for middle school, high school, and above. You can get more information at GaryPowers.com. The other thing is March next year, plenty of lead time. The deadline to register for a European tour, 10-day Germany and Czech Republic Cold War espionage tour. We're going to the Stasi headquarters. We're going to different museums that deal with the Cold War, the Berlin Wall, and that history from 1945 through 1991. So if you're interested, GaryPowers.com under Spy Tour or under Gift Store for the books. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike, the premier business radio program around. We're coming to you from Bryan and Stratton. We're doing a little old school style right now. We're having some technical difficulties. Mike King here. I always say this is a business radio show, so tell us who you are and what you do.
I am Tamara Taylor, and I am the principal broker and owner of Community Real Estate Group, Mike.
Alrighty, and how can people find you out there?
People can find me on social media at crgrichmond.com on all platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can look me up at crgrichmond.com.
Alrighty, let's talk about the market. What's happening? Is the market still on fire?
It is starting to slowly flame out.
It's flame out, or is it simmering?
It's simmering. That's a good term.
It's simmering right now.
Very good term.
Alrighty, is it? Now, I've talked to a number of real estate agents, and they told me in the past, don't ask for nothing. Can I start asking for things if I'm a buyer?
You can.
Oh, so it's back again.
Now, closing costs may be a little bit of a stretch, but we can start going back to doing some inspection addendums and not having to offer up your first kid in order to get a property anymore.
Because you guys there are people buying sight unseen.
That is correct.
Multiple offers in one day.
That is
You're
correct.
just doing all of those things.
Yes.
Now, what is it, 5-10 offers for your property?
That is correct.
All right, where are we at now?
Right now, I just listed a duplex, hot property in Chesterfield, went under contract the first day of showings. So it was an amazing property and it went quick. So just location.
It's still a thing.
Yes, it is.
Alrighty, so now you've been an agent. Now it's your brokerage.
It is my brokerage.
Okay, let's talk about people have dreams every day. How to make dreams come true. How do you do that?
Staying consistent, staying prayerful, and understanding what your goals are and doing it. Even when you're fearful, even when you're unsure, do not let anybody talk you out of what you want to do. It is your dream. And whatever that vision and that purpose that God gave you, you have to fulfill it and you have to go forward.
When you have a business and you go through some tough times, so you've been in the real estate game for a while.
18 years.
All right, and shout out to our good friend Erica out there.
Erica Harper, hello.
Erica
that is
Harper.
My business partner.
All righty.
And bestie.
That's your bestie. All righty, and shout out to you guys for coming down to Women's Speaking Sports a couple weeks ago. We are at Bryan and Stratton. This is the Chamber Night out.
Yes.
All righty, so we came through COVID. What did you learn as a business person as you come through COVID that you didn't know or do before?
Couple of things: consistency, being persistent, and still taking time with loved ones, because during that COVID period was an experience that it brought me closer to family, and it taught me that I had to still take and carve out that time for me, but still being consistent and offering my clients a new way of doing things. So I was doing more virtual meetings, doing more tours virtually. So I just kind of had to pivot a little bit during that period. But my business, I bless God, was still good and consistent.
You've been in the real estate game for a while now. You were there. Does this market look, the people worried that the market is going to crash?
I wouldn't
Does
say
it
it's
look
going to crash, but I will say things are going to start changing over. Things are going to start changing over. So as it's starting to simmer down a little bit now, you are going to see, some short sales. Properties are still going to be in high demand, but location is going to play a part. There's a lot of new construction properties out there that are really hitting hard, that people are going out after because of the desired location and areas. But it's still going to be a good market to buy, still a good time. I always tell people, because I do get this question, well, rates are going up and people are nervous. You marry the house, not the rate.
I saw that. Marry the house, not the rate.
Yep.
Okay. So now, marry the house, not the rate.
Right.
Oh.
Because as long as you have the house that you want, when rates begin to change back over, you can refinance and be able to get a lower mortgage. But if that house checks all the boxes and has everything that you want, go for it.
What's something that you see, Mike King, is it Tamara?
It's Tamara.
Tamara Taylor is here with us. What's one thing that you see that when people show up that they're not ready to buy a home?
Credit wise, a lot of people don't know what their credit scores are, and a lot of them are not financially prepared. They hear you could buy a house with no money down, but they don't understand you still have to have earnest money deposit, you still have to have inspections, you still have to have appraisals. So I want to make sure that my audience or my people are prepared financially so they're not going to get themselves underwater. I always tell people no one ever buys a house with the intention of it going to foreclosure, but
No.
life happens.
Life does.
So I want to make sure that my clients are prepared and well educated and diverse on what they need to do. Also shifting your mentality, because you've been a renter for so long. Going into a home, you're now responsible for grass cuttings. You're now responsible for certain utilities that maybe that landlord covered. So it's understanding all that's coming with it so that you're prepared and won't find yourself underwater later.
There you go, Tamara Taylor. So how can people find you out there once again?
They can find me at CRG Richmond on all platforms, and they can Google me at crgrichmond.com.
Just Google you.
Google me.
It's cool. You've been in the game. You understand what time it
That's
is.
right.
On the
Google
mic
me.
of Mike, we're going to take a break. We are here, Brian and Stratton. We're keeping things moving. This is part of the Mike King Biz Radio Network, which is ESPN Richmond 106.1, The Choice 105.3, as well as International Business Coach Radio. We'll be back in just a moment.